like to see a firm agreement around health systems, and both in terms of commitments of health systems to net zero, they contribute to emissions, but also in terms of resilience of health systems and governments agreeing to invest in their systems in order to ensure they're resilient to the impacts of climate change on health. So in my own research area, which is transport and health, I would say there are three main priorities. So firstly, behaviour change, particularly in the Middle East, there's very much a system that's developed around personalised transport, and we need behaviour change to move towards public and mass transit systems and active travel, walking and cycling. Secondly, technology, but not just the development of that technology, how it's used by users. So we know that there's going to need to be these technical solutions, but we need to understand how people are going to implement them, and that's something that can be informed by research. Thirdly, policy. So we know we can learn from policies that have been implemented in other settings and how we can develop them in a holistic way such that they don't have unintended consequences further down the line. So being able to select the best policies that obtain the best health outcomes more broadly. This is a real threat for human health. We know that. We know we need to act quickly. We need governments that are able not just to prioritise this, but are able to implement a climate in all policies approach. So what I'd like to see is climate mitigation and adaptation being at the forefront of all policies. Coming from a public health perspective, we know that many of the gains we've made in terms of improvements in life expectancy, quality of life, could be completely outweighed by climate impacts over the decades ahead. So we need to have urgent action, and we need to ensure that that influences all the wider determinants of health across a whole range of different policy areas, and that's what I'd like to see happen. I think universities can lead by example. Excellent to see here the University of Birmingham Dubai campus developed very much with sustainability at the forefront. But more importantly, academics can and researchers can also support policy makers in terms of understanding the issue, developing solutions, being able to evidence those and present them in such a way that gives options to policy makers so that they can take the best and optimal policy decisions in addressing the climate crisis.